What's up, Hoopers? It's Coach Alex from Think Pro Basketball, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how to make the high school basketball team. So follow me and let's get started. All right, well, before we get started with the video, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, there's a link that's in the first line of the description. If you click it, it sends you straight to our website, and once you get there, just simply enter your email address so we can send you a free workout today. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about when it comes to making your high school basketball team is maybe do a little research. Know the situation you're getting into before you actually walk into it, because that's going to help you be even more prepared before that tryout comes. So what I mean by this is kind of know what the playing style is of the team, what they've done in the past, were they successful, what does the coach like in his players? Does he like players that hustle? Does he like shooters? Does he like people that pass the ball, that share the ball? Does he like scorers? So you know what the coach is like, know the playing style, so you can put yourself in a position to fit just what that coach needs. If you do that, then you're going to put yourself in a successful position that will allow you to create opportunity for yourself in that type of situation. So take that step back, really just focus on that before you even get to the tryout. So then when you get into the gym, you know what you have to work on. So when you get to the tryout, you're already prepared. So doing that research will help you prepare for the tryout and get you ready for what situation you're about to walk into. Next, we're going to talk about getting out of our comfort zone. If you're somebody who's maybe in the 9th grade and you're trying to try out for the varsity team, you're walking into a brand new situation, a whole nother level of basketball. Or maybe you've never actually tried out for a school team or an AAU team, so you don't even know what you're walking into. But here's what you've got to do. Number one, you've got to get out of that comfort zone. You've got to put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable playing basketball. That means, hey, maybe go out, go to a YMCA, go to a gym where you know there's older people than you there that are great players. So you put yourself in those games where you may struggle at first, but that will help you prepare for what's to come in those tryouts, especially if you're a freshman and you're trying to make a varsity team full of juniors and seniors. These guys are older, they might be bigger, they may be stronger, and they're gonna be better than you. So you've got to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Go play with some older guys. Put yourself in that position where you're going to struggle a little bit, but will allow you to learn from your mistakes, which will help prepare you to be successful down the road. If you're somebody who's never tried out for a team, welcome to this level of basketball. So you've got to do the exact same thing. Put yourself in these situations where you're not that type of player, where you're not comfortable playing, because that's only going to help you. If you're always comfortable and you're just winning and you're just dominating every time, you're not going to know what's going to hit you when you get into those trials, because sometimes people have their eyes wide open and they walk in like, what am I walking into? So you've got to be prepared for what you're getting into, because you don't want to walk in like a deer in the headlights. The last thing we're going to talk about is being able to know your strengths and your weaknesses. What are you good at? What needs more work and what doesn't need as much work? If you're a great shooter, then maybe you want to continue to do that. Maybe you want to continue to improve, which is just fine. If you've got some weaknesses, and maybe if your ball handling is not good or your finishing around the basket isn't good, you've got to be able to put some extra work and pay more attention to those areas of your game. Now, if you're having a tough time trying to figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, go to your coach. Go to a coach that you're trying out for and ask, hey coach, what do I need to work on in my game? What can I get better at in order to make the team? A good coach is going to be straight up with you and tell you what you need to work on, which is the most helpful thing a player can have. Now, if you don't have a coach you can go to, take a step back. Really look at your game in a whole and try to figure out what needs work. My shooting's not working very well. Maybe I go get 500 shots up. Or my ball handling isn't tight. Maybe I get 20 minutes in. But you've got to be able to do those things in order to prepare yourself to be successful. I say the word prepare a lot because that's what trying out is for. You've got to be prepared. This is like a job interview. You've got to be prepared for that job. So you've got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are so you go in there ready to go. So again, make sure, number one, you put yourself in uncomfortable situations where you can go out and compete so you're ready for any situation and anything that gets in your way. Number two, you do that research. Make sure that's the first thing that you do. You take that step, you look at what playing style does this team have? What do they need? Do they like shooters? Do they like players that hustle and get on the floor? Do they need a defender? Whatever it is, you've got to figure out what they need and know your strengths and weaknesses. Those are the top 3 things that will help you make your high school basketball team. Now again, I told you there's a link in the first line of the description. If you want a free workout today, click it. Go to our website, enter your email address so we can send that free workout to you today so you can get started right now. Now, another thing I need you to do is hit the subscribe button for me and join the Think Pro family, because every week we release brand new videos to help you become a better basketball player. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to see in the future videos so we can help you become even more prepared for that high school basketball tryout. And until I see you again, get out there, get yourself ready and motivated and prepared to make your team. And remember always, keep hooping.